Hey, hon, what am I doing with all those bills piling up here? Hey, everyone. Are your bills piling up during this economic madness? Many creditors are willing to help you through these difficult times, and I will show you how to make this happen. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Finance Kid. As always, I'm Dion, and just like in every video, I bring to you my lifetime of experience in problem solving focused on pushing your financial mindset towards a better reality. The COVID-19 pandemic is causing financial problems for many people. The stimulus checks sent so far, the $1,200 per adult and $500 per child, are not even close to enough to cover most of the bills, especially if people have lost their jobs. Another stimulus round is on the works, but who knows how long that will take. So what I want to do is I want to give you some tips on how to request a delay on paying your bills before you fall behind on your payments. Otherwise, this could ultimately hurt your credit score and your overall financial situation. By the way, if you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. If you have not yet, please consider subscribing because I will be doing more updates on the stimulus as well as other financial tips in the future. So how do you get your bills delayed or even waived? Well, that is very, very possible, and creditors are receptive now to granting financial help as they're under tremendous government and PR pressure to help people affected by the economy. And the recent CARES Act, by the way, enacted by the federal government on March 17, I believe, provides various protections and benefits for individuals like you and small businesses. So yes, you can get help. Do not get discouraged. The relief for your bills would typically come as a deferred payment or waived payment. A deferred payment means that you don't have to make that payment now, but you will have to at some later date. A waived payment, on the other hand, means that you will not have to make that payment at all. So what I would like to start with is the rent and the mortgage, and that's because that is the highest bill that we probably have. So how do you get a delay on paying your rent or deferring your mortgage? There is now information coming from many states, including California and New York, that landlords are prohibited for the foreseeable future to perform evictions on renters who can't pay their rent because of the pandemic. With so many renters feeling the economic strain, a number of landlords have been willing to consider temporary rent relief for 1 up to even 3 months, acceptance of partial payments for overdue rent as well. And some of them also are lowering the amount of rent that you're paying right now. In addition, some landlords have been allowing people to use their security deposit that you initially paid when you moved in towards your rent. So you have to get in contact with your landlord and see what is available for you. Now, when it comes down to mortgage, the CARES Act provides for 60 or 180-day moratorium on the payments due on federal-backed mortgages. The key here is to contact your lender or landlord as soon as possible and see what accommodations are available for you. Explain your personal situation, be honest with them, and ask for a delay of payment as soon as possible. Next on the list of bills you can reduce or delay paying is your credit cards and loan payments if you have like a car loan, for example. Most credit card issuers, including Bank of America, Capital One, Wells Fargo, are willing to work with their customers, and if you're suffering financially, they might be able to offer you to defer your required payment for a month or even more. Also, banks and creditors have been waiving late fees and waiving interest or lowering the interest rates as well. But again, the first step to take is to contact the credit card or the loan issuer. For your credit card, for example, you can always find the phone number on the back side of your credit card somewhere down at the bottom, or simply look at your statements. Keep in mind that it may be difficult to get through, especially over the phone, as many cardholders right now are doing exactly the same. They're calling, trying to check and see what options they have. So what you might want to try is check their website, okay? there could be some chat forms or maybe a contact form, and could be a lot easier to get through this way. And something that it's very important to avoid hurting your credit score, make sure to ask that your payments are marked as current on your credit file rather than delinquent. And if you can't quickly get help with those credit cards or loan bills, try to at least make the minimum payments that are set forth on your statement to avoid a negative hit on your credit score. Next thing to start seeking help for, utility bills. They're very important necessity. You have to make sure that you seek assistance in delaying those bills as much as you can if needed. Many utility companies are granting accommodations to people who can't pay their gas, electric bills right now. A number of companies are suspending shutoffs for non-payments. Some states even have implemented prohibitions on shutoffs for like 90 days or something. This alone can help you a lot if you can delay those bills for like 90 days. And just like the other expenses that we've talked about so far, the best thing to do is to reach out to the utility company and explore the options that might be available to you. At the very least, utility companies will be willing to enter into an extended payment plan for you. So take some action and don't just wait until things get worse. Along with the utilities, you can also reach out to your internet service provider and your phone provider. Verizon, AT&T, Comcast are each waiving some fees right now, promising not to cut off service for a while, or even better, they're providing some cheaper service plans that you can take advantage of. Keep in mind that all of those companies that we're talking about right now, they do not want to lose customers during this pandemic. So you may be even able to negotiate savings close up to like 50% on your phone or internet bills. I have done it before actually. Just call them on the phone, threaten to cancel your service, and see how they react. And as you probably already know, under the CARES Act, all individuals can now defer paying any federal income tax that was previously due on April 15th all the way to July 15th now without incurring any penalties or interest. So that is yet another one that you don't have to worry about, at least for now. Finally, for any other bills that you might have, well, now is the time to reassess what services you're paying for and budget for the new financial reality that a lot of people are gonna go through. Here's some things to consider when you do your next budget. Do you really need that expensive TV service? Maybe downgrade your package or switch to a cheaper option like YouTube TV. I love YouTube TV, by the way. Other things to consider and maybe save some money is your landline phone. If you still have one of those, of course, just consider canceling it. If you have multiple music streaming services, for example, pick your favorite, cancel all the rest. Also, try to figure out if there are cheaper alternatives to the services that you're already using, or at least negotiate better rates for your current services with the provider. Don't forget to review any automatic payments that are coming out of your bank accounts, just so you make sure that you don't miss any providers that you need to contact and negotiate the cost down. All in all, we're entering a time of our lives that the economy will suffer. I personally don't have doubt about that, which means we all need to focus on trimming down the budget and be a little bit frugal, at least until we know more about how things are going to develop and when things are going to improve. Also keep in mind that an economic recession can last for over a year, okay? So you have to be prepared and you have to stay positive. This concludes the most thought-provoking portion of your day. I really hope you enjoyed this video from the Finance Kit. Make sure to click that subscribe button down at the bottom. Click that bell notification as well. Stay up to date with my next stimulus updates and other videos that are coming out. Thank you for pushing your financial mindset towards a better reality. Until next time, stay positive, master your finances, and take a good care of yourself and those around you.